I'm John Campbell. I am a professional woodworker, furniture maker, and timber framer.
My name is Joel Fien, and I live off grid and love timber framing, love living in the woods.
We are building a shed for the garden that will be used to process and wash vegetables and dry herbs, and more than likely store quite a bit of stuff too that they seasonally need.
So in timber framing, we use large timbers. There's definition of timber rather than small, stick framing wood, we would say, in conventional framing. So timber framing is very traditional. This mentorship is bringing 8 people and the instructor and myself as assistant. We're getting a lift in our knowledge as well, because every time we teach, we would go further. But the mentees are now receiving that skill set, and they're starting their journey.
Well, I think several of them do want to get into the timber framing field. In fact, one of them is starting a job with a timber frame company in Asheville immediately that she gets home. So that's fantastic. I feel like they'll be better prepared in terms of using the tools and techniques professionally. And I also think it'll really boost their confidence level in their own design of a timber frame and their execution of a timber frame.
I mean, I just have like a continued appreciation for the kinds of things that can happen when you get 8 people together to work on like a huge project like this over 2 weeks. It's a lot of really amazing work.
I really appreciated the people I've met in my cohort the last 2 weeks. And I think that's one of the biggest takeaways, is just we all kind of come from different backgrounds and different interests. So I really loved seeing how timber framing intersected farming to historic tools to music. So definitely just meeting wonderful people was a big takeaway. And then the actual like hands-on learning time was really awesome, because we really got to sit with a lot of the complexities of timber framing, and also got to make plenty of mistakes and see how to still make them work.
I think for me it's the power of collaboration and communal efforts towards one project. None of this could have been done alone or with one person, and this is really, to me, the crux of what it means to live in community with people, building structures for the future and for future generations and people who are coming long after us that we'll never meet. Yeah, I think that's what I'm taking away, is that this is possible and this is tangible, and if you have the right people around you, it becomes a lot easier.
I think it's really important to keep putting tools into the hands of people that want to use them, want to learn about them, and want to share what they know. And this program brought together a lot of people with amazing experiences and amazing things to share and learn from one another and like be humbled by. And yeah, I mean, I think for the skills around timber framing to continue to be shared with next generations, it's important to have support for programs like this. And I know that, there are myself and there are other friends of mine that are part of timber framing communities in Minnesota that would really greatly benefit from the things that I would like to be able to bring back and share. So.
Oh, it's been incredible. Arguably the best 2 weeks of my life as far as working goes. My colleagues are incredible. The teachers have been inspiring as well, and a great opportunity to end up down here in Western North Carolina.
The folk school has been really welcoming. I heard somebody describe it as like coming to your grandmother's house, and that's really kind of just the overall feeling I get from Appalachia in general. So it feels really important to be learning a craft at a folk school that's been around for 100 years.
It's kind of hard to put it into words, but I think it's definitely been life-changing. Everyone that the program has brought together has somehow been like so aligned on more than just like the values of wanting to learn this craft, but I think just personal values, of what we believe to be important, especially now. And so to be able to connect with each other in that regard while working on this, you know, it's like the physical and the metaphorical and the metaphysical are like all aligning in this building. And we're building it.
It's just a beautiful way to work with wood. You know, it's really respectful. I think that Timber Frames probably feels pretty reverent about wood. We have a bit of a relationship with it. And a lot of times in a timber frame, someone will go around and point out where that particular piece of wood came from. That's a pretty common story, especially as you get down into the bespoke stuff, where you know your framer. And I hope that for the people as mentees that they realize that it's a pretty holistic way of looking at building. And there's nothing more important than having a home, shelter, you know.
Well, number one, I've had a great time, made 8 great new friends, learned a few techniques from Joel. For instance, the technique where we were reducing the joists today. That's one that he learned from Jack Sobon, and I was just like, makes perfect sense, you know. So I don't think you ever stop learning, and this has been a great learning opportunity for me, not only as a timber framer, but as a teacher. So I've enjoyed that a lot, and I've enjoyed getting to meet these guys and making friends with them.